I can use color theory and cover them to where they pretty much camouflage into the color of your natural skin tone. And then there's also methods that I can use without ink. I can use a special vitamin serum and some of the same tools and get the same effects from that. So I'm just pretty much growing my business. I was formerly a special education teacher, and this year I decided not to be part time in my business and to be full time in my business. So I'm just focusing on growth right now.
Hey, so hold on. I caught the tail end of what you said. So is it how were you covering up the scars? Like, is it makeup or is it like what are
Well,
you
it's
doing?
it's a form of permanent makeup. It is a tattoo, but it's not as aggressive as a regular tattoo. With a regular tattoo, we kind of focus on being on the surface of the skin and really getting in there. But with a paramedical tattoo, um, it's a softer technique to where I'm actually blending the scar into your skin.
Gotcha.
It's really the science behind it is crazy. I'm a bit of a dork when it comes to science and color theory, and it's not as simple as, like, for example, if someone had a light colored stretch mark. Oh, they're brown. I'm gonna pick the color brown. No, I look at your undertone. If you have a darker scar, I'm using some color theory. If someone has, for example, smoker's lips, I can balance the color in their lips. If they have purple tones, I use a bit of yellow, maybe a little bit of orange, and that'll kind of balance the tone of their lips out. So the science behind it is it's crazy.
She about to get paid. God
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah,
And I
that's
must
dope.
say, it's a little bit better than being a teacher, just a bit. The kids kept getting me sick and stuff, so I was just like, you know what? I love the kids. I still do. I still, am a big fan of education, but I think educating people in my current field is what I really want to do because a lot of people don't even know that this even exists. I didn't know until I got into it. I started with brows. I'm like, oh, brows is cute and everything, but I'm like, I need something more. And then that's when I saw the medical side. I'm helping people with tummy tucks, people who have had mastectomies from breast cancer. I just finished my training in 3D areola restoration, so I can give the appearance of an areola, and you wouldn't even know it's not there unless you touched it. So, um, with that one is more a little bit more art involved, but far as the stretch marks and the scars, we don't have to live with those anymore. So if you have any of those, definitely follow me. um yeah.
I'm following you now. I did some damage to my leg last
Okay.
year and I got a scar and I'm like, I don't know when this is gonna go away. And
And I'm helping guys with hairlines too. Pretty soon I'll be offering scalp micropigmentation,
Oh
and
shit.
that get I'm just trying to tell y'all. And it basically is it's a whole bunch of dots is basically what it boils down to. And it basically is a very everything that I do looks very natural. You would not know that something has been added to it. But with the hairline, you just add a whole bunch of dots where it looks like hair follicles, basically like a low fade. So if fellas, if you tired of wearing that, the hat, hit me up.
Need security. We love it.
That's
So
crazy.
how can they find you? How can they support your business?
um, my name is Tiana, and my nickname is Ani. So it's Ani's Blush PMU Studio. I'm pretty new on fan base, so I'm trying to get my social media content together. But pretty much my website is the same. It's ONNIS Blush PMU .com. And my Facebook handle is the same. My Instagram handle is the same. The only one that's a little bit different is my fan base. And that's just so you guys can, know what I do. Again, a lot of people don't know what I do.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah,
thank you guys.
thank
Where
you.
are you located?
Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, that's super dope. So yeah, you should definitely think about in the future, figuring out how to put together some sort of, camp where you can do your own, tutorials and put your videos at the top of the chat and, up at the top of the room. This is it's a great place to build that type of network and forum for yourself. So congrats, welcome.
Thank you. That's definitely the goal.
Yes, ma'am. We appreciate you. 2 Point. Good morning. Welcome to the stage. Calling from, what you want to brag about today?
What's going on, good people? I'm 2.0, but today, well, that's me as an artist, engineer, all this stuff. But actually, I want to talk about I'm a professional tennis instructor, well, professional tennis player and coach. So I'm based out of Atlanta, Nigerian. So that's how an Atlanta native from the West Side gets really good at tennis. Um, yeah, I do instruction. I just started doing events. One of them is called the Tennis Social. It's a monthly event, kind of like a mixer. You don't have to be good at tennis or know how to play tennis at all. It's just we usually have it catered. Chef Marlowe, it's pretty much our own staff, celebrity chef. But last month he wasn't available, so we got it sponsored by Plant Based Pizzeria. Come out, have a good time, meet some people, play tennis, and have a dope vibe. We got a DJ as well, so just something cool, man, and something else for the culture and for our people to experience. Well, it's not limited to our people, but it's gonna be flavored for our people. Yeah, I also do instructional stuff. I'm on court coach. The name of my company is called the Tennis Mechanics. You can look it up. I don't have an official website. I just have an Instagram right now. Navigating through that, but I've been coaching for probably on the better side of like 20 years since I was a teen. Been around a lot of the black pros that you see on TV. If I don't have their number, I got a connection to them. Something I kind of fell into because I was good at it, not necessarily because it was a passion of mine, but I get really excited when I help people get better at tennis and they get it. So I've also written a book called The Manual. I just published it on Amazon December. So yeah, I'm your coach. I'm not necessarily trying to be everybody's coach, but if you want to learn and get better at tennis or just kind of make some life adjustments, then I can definitely help you with that. My big goal is to create products and replace my services with my products because I have a young family, and so I would rather people like my perspectives and the experiences that they have with me. But I value my time a little bit more than the money that I can make from my information and my perspective. So if there are any investors, I got tons of ideas about finding a way to virtualize or productize, you know, what I do. And if you read the Google reviews, you will see that it's very effective and impactful and productive. And then I got a couple of other side businesses as well, or ventures that I'm a partner in. One of them being a screen printing shop or merchandising shop that's opening next week on the 3rd. Where we'll be able to print, screen print, heat press, design your merch, send it out, and all that kind of stuff, like a one-stop shop for merch shop. Or another one is I'm a partner of a virtual design company. They currently are doing stuff with Fortnite or in Fortnite. The dude that went viral and created the Jacksonville Project Hilltop in Fortnite. I'm a partner with Buddy.
So what
And you said what?
with regards to like what do you with design over there?
With him, I'm more like a sales partner. Like I saw what he did and it didn't get a whole lot of attention right away.
Yeah.
And so I reached out, we had a conversation, and I was like, man, I want to see you win. Like, I think there are different applications for what you do and what you're capable of. And while the people around you or in your city may not be able to see it, I'm in Atlanta. I know a lot of people, and I can come up. I think we can get you paid, but then also you can be the owner and a front runner in this industry because a lot of people aren't taking advantage of it right now. Like, we see it, but like we don't really know like how to tap into it. So like when you see stuff like Travis Scott doing a concert in Fortnite, and it's like, oh, that was cool, but he's Travis Scott, and it's like somebody had to create that though. Somebody had to design it. Somebody had to X, Y, and Z. So I've kind of signed on or to be an idea guy and to help out from that perspective.
We love that. We love being a part of the Brains Festival. Congrats on all of that. So, how can the people, how can they support you?
Um,
Crickets?
Damn, think we lost.
Damn.
It's all good. Leave them up here. Let them come back. Go to the next person.
Yo, Yuri, welcome. Good morning. Tell us where you're calling from. What you want to brag about this morning? Good morning, Yuri. All right. Give you a second. Willie, good morning. Welcome to the stage. Where you calling from? What you want to brag about this morning?
Morning. I couldn't figure out how to unmute myself.
Yeah.
So I will say I am a songwriter producer, award winning songwriter producer. But that's not what I'm bragging about this morning. What I want to get out to the communities that I acquire music catalogs. It's not for everybody. It's not for the new writer, but I know everybody knows a couple songwriters, a couple hit records, been around for a while, might want to entertain selling their catalog. And so that's what I do. So how they can support me is just, follow me. And, I know a lot of people from ATL, they know these hit writers and producers, these young kids. And when they've got at least 3 to 4 years of songs that they've had out in a season and it's got some revenue stream, I'm your guy. So I just wanted to put it out there. We acquire music catalogs.
I know that guy. What's
Yeah,
up, man?
I made a couple hits with that guy. What's up, man? How you,
What's up,
brother?
man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Just good. Just in Nashville, country project. I'll share with you, man.
For
But yeah,
sure.
yeah, man. So I wrote a couple hits with Isaac. So we go way back, man. That's my brother. But I just wanted to put it out there. I just realized, um, just reaching everybody at one time. Everybody knows a lot of writers and producers, and so instead of me killing myself trying to shake everybody's hand, I just want to put it out there. Hey, if you ever have anybody who's interested in that, and like I said, it's not for the new songwriter producer. It's somebody who's got a few hits and made catalog got old and give him some new money. So.
Well, we should talk about that because I'm helping a lot of these rappers terminate their publishing.
Oh yeah, man, I love that piece too, man. Man, I didn't even know that. I mean, I feel like I'm skilled in this music business, but man, when you told me about that copyright, amazing, man. I think a lot of people needed that, bro. So thank you for that.
Oh yeah, man. It's nice. I mean, 1990 is really when hip hop went commercial. You had Hammer and Vanilla Ice, and it started to go really, really commercial after that. Commercialized. So, um, all these catalogs of rappers are about to come back, and
Yeah.
it's good for the OGs because if the OGs are sampled in some of those catalogs,
Oh yeah.
their publishing comes back too. So my dad's publishing is coming out of all the '90s rap records as well. So it's gonna be it's billions of dollars about to come back.
Well, you know what? And now that you say that, I see what you mean by how I connect those dots. I mean, let's take an Ice Cube and say, man, I didn't know that. I just made a lot of money because I own that now. But then a lot of those OGs, you're right. They're the ones those are my favorite clients. 'Cause they're the ones that's like, yeah, you give me a new check. I've already made millions off of this. This thing is dwindled down in royalties, but give me a new check. So that is a great tie-in, man. I'd love to connect, man, and talk more about that, man, because it is when you talk about those OGs. And some of them need that new money, man. And we've been able to save a lot of people just sitting around, man. And it's like got old catalogs, still make a little bit, and then we're able to inject them with a check. I'm doing Shaka Khan right now.
Oh, yeah, that's dope. Yeah, we did that's what I'm a Liz Garner.
Yep,
I'm
I know
hooked.
this.
So me and Liz, I'm sending people to Liz because once those terminations come back, the artists have a couple decisions. They can sell the catalog outright, which a lot of people I didn't know Nelly sold his catalog for that much, but goodness Lord.
Jesus, yeah.
Man,
I
I
wish
mean,
I was the one that got that deal. Damn it,
what's her name got that I
Merc,
can't think of her I'm thinking the name of it, the
hypnosis or
company.
Merc,
Uh,
hypnosis.
no, I wasn't Hypnosis, it was a black woman.
Oh
She been
wow.
buying everybody. She bought Luis Fonsi. She bought T-Pain's joint. She bought T-Pain's catalog.
Damn,
Um,
I'm sleep, man.
yeah, I think Nelly got 50 million for his catalog.
Yeah,
And
man.
that's the thing about catalog acquisition. And because I'm not big on the reason why, and I'll say this for everybody listening, what we're talking about is all these rappers in copyright law after 1978, the ability to terminate the publishing, which means the publisher that actually has your publishing. And sometimes artists have the writer share, but the publisher share can be terminated and returned back to the writer. And that's the legal entity that controls the ability to, license,
License,
monetize,
yeah.
all that stuff. So
Yeah,
when you terminate that, you get that catalog back. And so a lot of people have been doing these massive deals, especially artists that have been doing
yeah,
these massive deals where they're selling their catalog. The only
yeah.
reason that I didn't do it is because my dad isn't alive. So
Right.
someone like Nelly could sell his catalog for 50 million, but still tour.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
Justin Bieber, so everybody like Justin
Right,
Timberlake, Bieber, everybody that's selling their catalogs,
right,
The Dream, T-Pain, all of them can sell their catalogs and get a lump sum of money up front, like 50
right.
million,
Yeah, yeah,
25, 30, $40 million up front. And then they can still go ahead and tour. So I did
yeah.
a co-pub deal with Primary Wave. So the
Smart.
partnership. So we did, and I
Yeah.
just did that for my dad's songwriting catalog.
You ever thought about pieces of it, like maybe the masters? Because we'll buy just masters, not the whole. You ever thought about just pieces of it, like all right, let me say the masters to this album, or things like that? Because
Yeah, we
we're a
did.
la carte.
Yeah, that's what we did. I only did his
Okay,
songwriting catalog. So we still
okay,
have Isaac Hayes. We still have Isaac Hayes, the
yeah,
artist,
yeah,
and then we have 1,700 samples. And then we got the masters, and then I got
gotcha.
like 400 unreleased masters too.
Wow.
So
Man, we should do. Ike, we should come back on and just do a stage just for that, man.
yeah,
And talk
for sure.
about that.
We're gonna do that.
Because people need that. They what you did last week. They need to be educated on that, and so we should just really do a whole stage about that because I think for the music community and these writers, because there's a lot of them, and we do small deals. The difference between us and Merck, they do $100 million deals. We will do up to $100 million deal. Like right now, I got Dolly Parton on the table, and that's going to be more than that. But what I love, what we do is we get those small writers. I'm talking about that producer he's hot. He got that new artist, but he's a little broke right now. But he had a couple hits, and we cut checks for 400,000, and they back already. They go get some studio equipment, got the new artists, and they're back on their feet. And then we have a
Yep.
buyback option. So we're for the smaller guy too. It was designed for a producer in mind and the pain points of a producer. And so a lot of the companies don't do the small deals, and we will do those deals as well. So
Bet.
Yeah. How
All
can
right, Willie.
all right, thanks
Thanks,
guys, I
Will.
appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about that.
For sure.
so where can the people find you? How can they contact you? How can
Uh,
they get on your
Instagram's best way is catalog underscore acquisition. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we go to Instagram catalog underscore acquisition. That's the best way to hit me up. And on there, I think my email's on there. But the best way is just DM me. I'm always on the thing, and then we can go from there. And also let me add this: if you bring me anybody, you bring me Zaytoven, I'm gonna commission you. When I close that deal, I'm gonna cut you a nice check, not $500, a really nice check for anybody who brings me anybody.
We love that. Put money in the streets. Thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So Yuri, welcome to the stage. Tell us where you calling from and what you want to brag about today. Oh man, still can't hear you.
The app, the permission to use your mic, Yuri. So go to settings inside of your phone, and then scroll down to the app. And go to settings, and where it says app, and then go to fan base, and then give the app permission to use your microphone.
All right, so we'll come back to you again. Navi, morning. Welcome to the stage. Tell us where you're calling from. What you want to brag about this morning.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing?
All right, good, brother.
Calling from DFW, Texas. Originally from Chicago. Appreciate giving this opportunity. I am an author, an artist. I am the creator of the viral picture of the four black women sitting on the edge of the building while it burns. Uh,
Oh, that's dope.
that's not what I want to brag about. I want to brag about me releasing two audiobooks and releasing them independently, separate from Amazon or any of the other.
Yeah.
Um,
So give us the titles, quick breakdown, and then yeah, tell us where we can purchase the books, and if you have any pop-ups or signings or anything coming up.
Thank you. Absolutely. So, the series is entitled The Black Lotus Series: Echoes of Man, Cries of War, and Tears of Sacrifice. It is a dystopian science fiction series about a future where the planet is run by women because a virus decimated all males, and the virus returns and is mutating the women, and the only cure has to be found in the last man. Um, so they got to find him. Um,
Cool. What's the second one?
I d- the first one is Echoes of Man. The second one is entitled Cries of War.
All right, give us a.
And the finale. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said now, give us a breakdown on that one.
Cries of War is a continuation where they have to fight off these hordes. They're kind of like zombies, but with speed, intelligence, and super strength. This is a futuristic society, so they have advanced technology. Think of Wakanda, but 10 times more advanced. And so now they're having to figure out how they're going to fight back the hordes because one of the people that they trusted is actually the reason why this is happening. And then the finale is what they're going to do to try to end this infection.
Dope. All right.
Um,
Well, I appreciate you sharing it. Tell us, how can people find you? How can they like help fund your mission? How can they purchase your books and your merchandise?
um, Books can be purchased. The audiobooks are exclusively on my website, navirobbins.net. The books also are available on navirobbins.net, but they're also available in all major retailers and online stores like Amazon, Books A Million, and things like that. The goal for me is to separate all of my intellectual property from places like Amazon because their predatory practice towards Black authors and their IPs. I want to be, I guess, kind of like the crash test dummy, if you will, to try to separate my intellectual property from those platforms because 80-20 split where Amazon takes 80 for audiobooks and they only send you 20, but I funded it myself. It's just not something that I'm willing to do.
Yeah, makes.
And so, say that again, I'm sorry.
Well, that's what's up, man. Well, you're on the right platform. I'm not sure if you've considered it or if you've done it on here before, but you should definitely consider hosting your own room, where maybe you do live readings. You know what I'm saying? You invite people to the room, read through a chapter, and maybe do a Q&A or something like that that allows people a little bit of time to engage with you regarding your project. So that's definitely something to mull over and consider while you're on the platform.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll absolutely do that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, I appreciate you. Let's see what we got next. It's really, really poetry. Good morning. It's really, really poetry. Tell us where you're calling from and
Uh,
what right about.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Drexton Andrews. I'm calling from Montgomery, Alabama. So what I'm gonna brag on is a prop tech app that I have developed, and basically what we do is we are the stress reliever between tenants and landlords, and how we relieve that stress is we are making it to where landlords don't have to worry about receiving rent and tenants don't have to worry about paying the rent through cash rewards. And the way that I plan to do that is through basically a mass machine of advertising and promo, like a promo machine. So like for a fan base, like just say I have 10,000 tenants and I can have them go out and use their platform as organic marketing to market fan base, and we could do a deal or partner with fan base on how they want to structure their deal about how they want to advertise, and then we could pay those tenants off that. So now landlords are not worried about if they rent gonna get paid. Also, too, we cut down on landlords having to visit the actual property to check the damages or whatever the case is through a tenant verification report. So basically, the tenant goes through and gathers all proof of anything that is in the property or is going on with the property, so that both sides have proof of if anybody is like catching the short end of the stick, basically. Also, too, we plan to use and implement AI as well to for privacy issues, people don't want you always in their house or always seeing what they got in their house. So we're going to use our AI agents that we've developed to go in and analyze the photos or videos of these properties to make sure that they're passing our requirements and everything like that. So we mostly are focused right now on the small niche in Section 8 properties. That's what I specialize in. I'm also a co-founder of a property management company with my father. We do about $250,000 a year
Oh,
just managing properties physically. So this business here, I've worked at the ground level, so I'm basically digitalizing what me and my father have built over time. Just seeing the pain points that landlords and tenants go through hand to hand. First, right on the front lines, gave me this whole thing to problem
bro.
solve here.
Man, people who solve problems get well. They get very, very wealthy, and they stay wealthy as long as as long as you built a business model that you can't get squeezed out of. And what I'm saying, like you done a good job of protecting all of your intellectual property that you're using to develop everything you're doing. Then I mean, that's a blessing, bro. Somebody got to take it into the future. How can people find you and support your business?
So you can find me on LinkedIn at Drexton Andrews, Drexton Andrews. You can follow me on Fanbase. It's really, really poetry. I'm also on here under Perfect Tenant Innovation, so you can follow that page as well. It's down in the basement. Um, and Facebook, you could type in Perfect Tenant Innovation on there and join that group as well. And also you can Google us, Perfect Tenant Innovation, and our website has Sidekick at the end, or Sidekick AI at the end. So you go to our website and you can join our list of landlords, or you can join and enter our tenant pool. So basically, we don't promote properties; we promote tenants. So most prop tech companies are promoting properties or new listings. We don't do that. We are pushing landlords to tenants and tenants to landlords. So nobody's having vacancies or nobody's sitting back waiting to get in the house or whatever they need.
Yeah, well, that's dope, bro. Well, I appreciate you sharing. Um, Yeah, well, thanks for shouting out your business. Definitely, I would the same thing I would suggest to the other brother, man. Jump on here, host a room, man. Start a camp, host a room, a weekly room, educating the people on who you are, what your business is doing, how to monetize. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate you.
Lessons, bro. Thank you. Um, M. Neil. Good morning. Welcome to the stage. Tell us what
Good morning. I hope everyone can hear me.
you hear
This
you.
is this is Marv Neal. I am the owner and proprietor of 98.1 FM, the Urban Heat, out of Boston. Black owned and operated radio station and media outlet, and we are also on iHeartRadio. One of the things that I pride myself in the work that we do over here at 98.1 is 80% of the people that work here are folks that are right from the community, folks that have had dreams and aspirations about being on radio, and I've opened the door and given them the opportunity. Folks that came in had no clue about what to do as radio on radio are now thriving broadcasters and hosting their own shows. We've
Wow.
decided to take that a step further, and now we've created a program called the Young Announcers Program. I myself, along with one of my partners, Coach Beef, and we have opened up this platform to students and have began bringing students in to teach them about the world of broadcasting. In a short period of time, we've taken 5 students and gotten them the training that they need in order to learn how to be on the radio. So these kids have actually interviewed the governor of the state of Massachusetts and her entire cabinet, a couple of senators, and the mayor. and some city councilors, and they're beginning to understand how to be interviewers, how to be engineers, and how to work in and around radio. At the end of this program, it's going to be a 12-week run. At the end of this program, each cohort of students will have the opportunity to produce their own radio show that will allow them to run live on iHeartRadio.
Oh, that's amazing. So tell us, how can people find you and how can people join your media?
The website is Heat, HEAT 981 FM. F is in Frank, M is in Mary.com. And if you want to reach me directly, it's real simple. It's info, INFO, at heat981fm.com. Anyone that is a thriving artist, if you are an entrepreneur, if you want to get the word out about what you're doing and about your business, I encourage you to reach out to me. Let me schedule you for an interview. Either myself or someone from my team or one of our young announcers will have you call in if you're not in the Boston area, and we will conduct an interview on you about whatever it is that you're doing. And that invitation is also extended to you, Brother Isaac, to bring more light to your platform.
Blessings, bro. That's super dope. Although, thank you, bro. We
All
appreciate you.
right. Thank you.
So you're definitely needed in the media space, man. So like I said, I'm sure you heard me talking with the other brothers. Like, pick a day, start a camp. You know what I'm saying? Host a room. You know what I'm saying? And give people, you know what I'm saying, some time with you and your company to talk about who you are, what you're doing, how you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a way to do exactly the same thing you're doing just on the platform. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so definitely, bro. Pick a day, pick a time, and start a room, start a camp. Zarian, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Tell us where you
Uh,
calling from, my brother. What's
I'm happy to be in Laredo, Texas right now, but I'm a 20-year filmmaker out of Los Angeles, California. Hail from Cincinnati,
up?
Ohio. My credits that I've shot like 10 seasons with Gordon Ramsay, Hell's Kitchen, and Trading Spouses, tons of competition reality show. That's kind of my way into the business. Um, I got to give my shout outs, Mr. Nick. Remember, I ran into you a couple of times at Howard. Mr. GE, I appreciate your room. This is a heavy room. I always promote it to outside of the fan base. I have to shout out my fan ambassadors. You know what I mean? I'm in the app on the app every day. I love this app. I call it a divine app. Got to shout out the editing room. That's the group that we came out of. And Black Seminole Project is my big project that I want to brag about this morning. We're telling the story about the largest slave rebellion that cost United States $40 million and 1,500 soldiers in 1835 to 1842. So right now we have BlackSeminoleProject.com, where we're shooting a documentary. We just showcased it at Howard University at the film festival over there. And we're also putting to get the pieces together to be able to tell a historical action film on the level of Wakanda, a multi-million-dollar film. We got some inroads right now with Marcus King that I'm excited about, and a few different people. But we're looking for collaborators and like a major director, writer, actor to attach to the project at this point. So we're still looking, and we're still looking for any type of contributions, support. So we're constantly filming, and basically the documentary basically is a great thing because we've created committees, and each of Black Seminoles is a diaspora. They beat the United States, then they went to Oklahoma, some went to Bahamas, some went to Texas, some went to Mexico. So we have corralled all of them under this project and doing a lot of amazing things. And like you said, we're here to solve problems. There's a lot of unsolved problems that the documentary addresses. And once the social impact is able to happen, once the movie becomes what we see it to be, a grand success on all platforms, then the people who have who did the wrongs to the Black Seminoles will have to be under a microscope by the whole world. So we're excited about it, and you can help us and follow us at BlackSeminoleProject.com. Appreciate the time on the stage, man.
Is
There
that
it is.
is that also how people can get themselves casted in your project? Just well, drop it in the chat. Like if you want to invest in a project, drop it in the chat how they can become a part of that. My bad, Nick. What was you just gonna say?
No, I was gonna say we only got a few minutes left, and I want to get the rest of these people in. So, uh, who else we got?
Sammy, tell us where you're calling from. What you want to brag about this morning, Sammy? Sammy.
Oh, there we go. I was looking for how to unmute. I'm actually new.
I-
But good morning, everybody. My name's Sammy Rogers, from Michigan. I just want to brag about the fact that I started the world's first Black-owned vocational school for cannabis. So I do workforce development for the cannabis industry. That's what I do here in Michigan, having contracts in cities like Muskegon, Detroit, Grand Rapids in the works. Pontiac is where I started it. It's where I'm from. The industry didn't know what to do with me because I started the first one in my state, and so they just gave me a special proclamation and made me a state vocational school. That's
Hey,
the main thing that I do. I finally came out of my shell. I'm stepping out of my shell. I'm usually a hermit, and I think this school is what made me come out of my shell more, to start talking to people and sharing my expertise and my skills. So I just wrote my first book, published that. 3-Day Mental Rewires on Amazon. I just heard a brother talking about creating his own platform to to get off of Amazon, but that's where I started with that. And yeah, man, I'm just looking to
what's
expand, grow, meet people, and jump on this platform. I'm hearing about hosting rooms, so I'm gonna look into that as well.
what's the name of your business? How can people support your business? Like, how can they find the
Yep. So
school?
you
How
can, yeah, you
application
can
process?
find me on IG. Yeah, you can find me on IG at Higher Learning Institutions, or our website is yourhigherlearning.com. And
Oh,
then you can find me on IG as well, and on here. I'm on IG as well, Sammy Rogers Jr., Threads, all that stuff. I'm just expanding everywhere. YouTube.
well, definitely. All necessary. Must have it all. So, like you said, start a room, pick a day, pick a time, start a room, talk about your business, talk about what you're doing. I mean, this is $1 billion business that people need to get invested in and get involved in it. Like you said, there's a lot of people doing life in jail, you know what I'm saying, behind weed right now.
Exactly,
So
exactly. And that's what my focal point is. That's why I started it in my city, Pontiac, man. And I mainly focus on the social equity component. So I sit on the board, state board for Michigan, the CRA, and I'm on the educational resource committee. So
yeah,
anybody
that's
looking to learn something, anybody looking to invest, whatever the case may be, I can link people. I know that I can network people with different people. Tap in. That's it.
Appreciate it,
time.
bro.
Yeah, jump
Absolutely.
on room and talk about your business, talk about what you're doing, and give people the education for free, man. Yes, sir. Chrome. Damn, I don't
It's Crown.
Crown. Tell us where you're calling from. Like,
Oh man, we're breaking up. But I'm calling from Okinawa, Japan.
oh, wow.
Oh, we're breaking up bad.
Well, just go, bro. Business. Like,
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm not hearing your questions though. I can hear one of you, but I can't hear both. Sorry about that.
speak.
I can hear Gary.
Go ahead and talk about your business.
So um, I'm 16 years in the Marine Corps. I'm going to retire in the next 4 years. I started my journey of entrepreneurship, and one of the journeys I started about 9 months ago was starting a social media. It wasn't initially a social media; it's a blend of a task manager and a social media. So I founded Daily Sync. I currently have an active Kickstarter. Not here to promote that because it's failing, and I'm gonna have to do another one. But the whole idea behind social media CEOs behind politicians kind of pissed me off. So I was like, I'm tired of like what Instagram kind of offers. So I want something that kind of keeps me organized, keep me structured, and also gives me some of the pseudo features of a social media. So kind of started that and working on my endeavors of trying to find investors, trying to get the Kickstarter started. And then also just trying to find out who I am in this journey of retirement from the Marine Corps.
A lot. All right, next time. All right, let's. I'm
So we
sorry.
got like 3 minutes left. So if you come up and you want to add to the conversation, please try to keep it a little brief. We want to, we wrapping up in like what 2 minutes. So I hate to rush people through, but I want to definitely try to get as many people as we can in today.
All right, so I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Maya's last.
Mia. Mia's
Good morning.
last.
Good morning. So, tell us where you're
Greetings.
calling from. Brag about your business real quick.
Okay, I won't be long. Try not to be. I am from Silicon Valley. I've been in business for 20 years. We are an eyelash extension company and permanent makeup. I was listening earlier, and a beautiful lady spoke about cosmetic tattooing, permanent makeup. We do the similar procedure where we do scar covering, areola. Those who've had breast cancer, we do 3D areola, permanent makeup, eyebrow tattoo. But the bulk of our business comes from eyelash extensions. We started our company 2005. And what I want to brag about is a new expansion that we have purchased a shuttle bus, and we are the first and only Black-owned mobile eyelash extension beauty service. So we go to our clients, many nurses, police officers, many people who wear uniform. We go to their jobs. We offer the service. It takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and we leave. We let them be on their way. So if you'd like to support us, we'd love to have your support. We cover the whole peninsula of the Bay Area, Silicon Valley, from San Jose all the way to Oakland, Richmond, Vallejo. But feel free to follow us on Instagram, fan base. We used to have on Clubhouse rooms where we discussed beauty services, and we're looking to start that up again. We also have a 501c3 nonprofit where we try to give back, where the artists will follow us and we send them samples of new products. So tap in. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for your time.
I have you. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Erica, good morning.
Good morning. I am Erica Quinn. I am in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And what I want to brag about is my mother passed in 2022. So did my brother. And she left me her ministry, His Healing Hands. And so in February, I finally pushed the button and incorporated His Healing Hands Kingdom Outreach. And it is a ministry that focuses on helping people heal through trauma. And I expanded it to include, which is what I want to brag about today, the Lewis Quinn Scholarship. And I am doing my first annual King Strut Walking His Legacy fashion show, which is going to feature men. We're going to have the women in there too, but it's going to feature male models. I'm looking currently for designers for the show, male designers, particularly male photographers, male everything, although I am accepting women as well, but I really want to push it for my brother was murdered, being a good Samaritan. And so this scholarship is my way of carrying on his legacy and giving back to my communities. So the scholarship will go to 5 African American young men who are going to school for either STEM, music, nonprofit, entrepreneurship, social work, social justice. And I'm missing something. I can't think what it is right now, but you can send me a message here. You can follow me on Instagram at His Healing Hands Kingdom Outreach, or Erica the Brand. And yeah, so I'm looking for investors, people to come alongside and help make this event great, because I want to continue to give these scholarships every single year.
Dope. Well, that's amazing. And when are you hoping to launch the show? The fest?
It's gonna be July the 12th
Okay.
of this year in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
All right, great. Well, I appreciate you sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Yuri.
We there? We open up?
Yo.
All right. All right. My name is Yuri Williams, out of South Central Los Angeles, California.
Peace.
I run a nonprofit called the Future Superhero and Friends that services veterans, the houseless community, elderly, children with disabilities, special needs, and those battling life-threatening illnesses. I travel across United States. I've been across the United States 5.5 times, dressed as superhero characters, uplifting those people that I just mentioned. I have a film coming out in November about the 50 state tour. And I also just published my first children's book this January called My Dad is a Real Superhero. And basically, that's all I have to share with you guys all today.
Why
Why
not?
not?
Where
Where
can
can
we
we
support you?
support
This,
this?
we
We
book you.
book you.
They
They
super.
super.
Uh, find your
Find your
book.
book. Yeah, the film should be on Amazon Prime this November. The book is available on Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, and Walmart.com. And you can follow me on Instagram at a future superhero. And also the website is afuturesuperhero.com.
Blessings. Thank you, Yuri. We appreciate you being patient and hanging out with us to share that. That's pretty dope, my brother. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. All right. So we did it. It's a little after 11. Nick had to jump. Isaac had to jump. Anybody on stage have anything they want to share before we peace out for the day?
Be my day.
Appreciate you. Jamal, welcome back.
You're
Kevin,
welcome. Thank you, Gary. What was I about to say? Enjoy order enjoycorn.com. Over 31 flavors of gourmet popcorn located in Chicago.
one more time.
Order enjoycorn.com. Enjoy Corn, gourmet popcorn located in Chicago, Illinois. If you ever in Chicago, come by the store. It's black owned. I own it along with family owned also at the same time. We got 31 flavors, butterscotch, apple caramel, those type of different flavors. Hot deal. Come on by.
That's thank Tiff, Vanny, ladies.
Hey y'all. I was just saying, whatever y'all working on, keep doing that shit. That's it. That's my message of the day.
What she said. All right. Well, I appreciate you all jumping on with us. Listen, we love to hear about everything you guys are doing. Please connect with each other. Please be friends. There's enough money for everybody out here. Everybody does a little bit of the same thing. Let's figure out how to educate everyone, bring everyone together, bust down some checks together. Let's get paid. Peace out. Next Monday, 10 a.m. Peace out.
Peace.
Thank you for listening. Be you without limits.